A woman explained how side chick, four of her husband's side how she able to deal with the four. Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's your girl Miss Modella TV. If you first time coming across my video on YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe and hit the like button so you not be missing out any of my video or any of my updates. Today's video is going to be a shocking one and a lesson to learn from this video. If you are patient enough to watch this video to the end, you're going to learn something, how to handle your home without fighting, without quarreling with your husband. This video will give you a limelight and a highlight of it, and you're going to enjoy every bit of this opening confession to the world. This woman make a full video confession on a platform where she told a lot of women and how she able to deal with her husband fourth side chick. Guys, that is not easy. Four husband side chick. You're going to hear this woman was crying like how the side chick were just like coming into her home. Four. I don't know why some men are not really pleased about what they have, about their wife. They are not really pleased. Having four chicks beside you, that's huge, though. That is very big. That is too much for a man. Plus your wife and your children. How did he manage to handle that? Why with four side chick? Are you joking or kidding me?
Yeah, I have a confession,
Nigerian
but I
men,
won't
they
say
can
my
never
name.
change.
That's why I'm calling with a private
Until
number.
when something bad happen today, that
Good
is when you see
security.
them.
Go ahead.
They will
Okay,
humble themselves like a humble
I'll have a
person.
confession on what I did
And
to my
meanwhile,
husband's
what
side
they
chick,
have at the
the
back
four
of
of
their
them.
mind is
Okay,
too
let
big.
me try and
It's
make it
like
very
they
short.
say,
This is
the heart of a
we've been married
man
for
are
18 years. I
very
knew him when
deep.
I was very young.
Very, very, very
And
deep. You
he's
can
a very
never know
wonderful
them
man.
too
I don't
well.
lack
You
anything,
can never
nothing, absolutely
know, no
nothing. We're
matter
doing
how
very well.
close you both are,
And
you
the
can
only
never
issue I
know
have with
one,
him was
the
that he
heart,
was
and what he
cheating.
did outside.
I kept warning him, and he has
If you
BP problem, he has
listen to this
high blood
woman
pressure
word,
problem, and I kept
my
warning him.
darlings people, you're
He
going
didn't
to
listen to
enjoy
me.
every
And one
bit
day, I
of this
think one of our
confession.
conversations, I warned him,
I'm
I
not
said,
joking.
the
And
day
you're
you
going
will
to be
see what
watching
you
the
are
video,
looking for, I will remind you.
and she's going to be explaining
Unfortunately,
herself
he's in his
how
40s,
she
I'm in my
able
30s, and
to
God blessed us so
overcome
well with two boys.
every trauma,
And
every what she's going through
he
with
had
her husband side chick.
partial stroke.
All right, guys, let me stop here
At
and listen
40.
for
And
yourself. Bye
yeah, he's
bye
in his
till I come
40s. He
across
had
your way
partial
next
stroke,
time.
and
My name remains Miss Modella TV.
all along
Thank you
when
for
we had
watching.
that
Bye.
issue, because it was on his WhatsApp and text messages, he now moved his conversations with them to his email, because I rarely check his email. I don't even have time to even go through his email.
Wait. He had partial stroke. He was still cheating.
No.
Oh,
It was,
okay.
I said before then, when we had one, I think one of our last conversations was when I now warned him and said, today you will see what you are looking for.
Yeah.
I will remind you. He's Yoruba, I'm Igbo.
Okay.
And the next thing, when it happened, we're in the hospital, all through, there's this particular person that was calling, the person's name, Bola Client. So I thought it was people he has
Sharp guy.
he has business to do with and all that.
Yeah.
So I could see his phone, the almighty phone with the CBN code
Mm.
was with me. And he has to put his password. He said his password. I said, no problem. Since the phone was with me, I had to go through the phone.
Wow.
Only to going through the phone, an email came in, and I'm like, oh. So and I opened all his mail, and I noticed, oh, you moved everything here, so I wouldn't say it because I know he's a workaholic. Yeah. That's the truth. And I now started going through all the emails. I got home. He was still in the hospital. I printed, because we have a printer home, I printed everything out.
Wow.
I went as far as merging their name I went to even to his account, how he sent 200,000, 100,000, 300,000, upkeep 50,000. Truthfully, he's a nice man. I don't lack anything.
Yeah.
I own 3 cars. We live in a duplex. God has blessed us so well. We have kids that are studying in Canada, 2 boys. God blessed us with 2 boys.
Okay.
And after we go, this person kept sending emails. So all I did, I now replied the email that I'm not in the country. I traveled for a brief meeting. I'll let you know when I'm back. She even gave her list. Baby, buy this, buy that. Perfume. I said, no problem. Anything for you, my girl.
You two sell 419. Like, what?
So I played her.
Yeah.
I printed everything out. I bought a file. I filed all of them. I used their name to search them on WhatsApp.
Do you have a job? Do you have a full-time? I think you should quit. John DSS. At this point, man.
No. You know. Truthfully, women are born FBI. You don't have to go through any training.
Okay.
Women are born FBI. That's the truth.
Wow.
So I printed everything. I filed them with their names. I waited. When we got back home, after a month, before we got back home, I installed a camera in the house.
Got back home from the hospital now?
Yeah, from the hospital.
Okay, go ahead.
I installed the camera in the house, and for some time he had to be on diaper and all that. So I now invited... So after a month that we got back home, I wanted him to settle in. I now brought out everything. I said, this is this person. He started crying. I said, no, today is not the day for tears.
Oh, you speak Yoruba? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I was born and bred in Lagos.
Okay.
It's Sulere born breed.
Ah, nice.
So the next thing, I told you,
okay.
You see, look at this 4. These are the particular 4. I went to his account. I printed all the ones he sent to them with their names. Everything was filed like one that works in an office.
Like your secretary. Well, bless your heart.
I filed everything for him. Even their pictures on Instagram, their name. I filed everything. Everything.
That's another stroke for that guy, man. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So
wow.
After everything, I gave him. It's like, I said, no, today is not the day for tears.
Yeah.
You know, I told you, the day you will see what you are looking for, I will remind you. I'm reminding you today. This is what you have been doing with money. I'm not lacking money, no problem, but this is what you have been doing with money.
Yeah.
This is what you have been doing. You're paying rent, you're paying school fees, you're doing this, you're doing that.
What did he say?
No, he was just crying. You know, men, when you catch them red-handed, you don't have explanation. It is just to say, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I said, no, you're not sorry. Because if you're sorry, I don't think you will go to this extent.
Okay.
No problem. What I now did was, I now had to tell my chef and my maid to go on 2 weeks break. They thought I wanted to sack. I said, I can't sack you people. Who will do all this? Who will carry him? Who will put him on the bed? And I said, no, you guys just go on 2 weeks break. Because I needed to teach them a lesson.
Okay.
And now, the one that was calling the Bola client, I now sent an email to her that I'm back in the country, that she should come over to the house. She said, how about your wife? I said, no, my wife has traveled. She went to Canada to see the kids, because my kids are in the university. She said she went to Canada to check on the kids. I said, okay. She even came with a bag to spend 1 week or more. I don't know how many clothes.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead.
Immediately she came in, I now used the locker from upstairs, because we live in a duplex, to lock the door. So even when you use the key, it won't open.
Okay.
Except I put the code.
Okay.
And my husband cannot move. He was in the living room upstairs. That was before we moved this room downstairs to make it easier for everyone. He was in the living room upstairs, and she came in. She even screamed, baby. My husband was looking at me like, who is baby? Who is that in the house? Immediately she came up. My husband's head just came down. She was shocked, saying me. I told her to sit. I was the one that invited over. I spoke to her. I said, I know you. I know everything. I told her everything. I gave her full information. Like
you also gave her the file.
I gave her the information. I brought out the file. I said, this is you. These are all the money my husband has been sending to you.
Okay.
And I deliberately did not clean my husband up that morning. Because he was on diaper at those early stages.
Okay.
Not now that he's moving around and all that.
Okay.
I now told her, I deliberately left my husband like that. I didn't date him.
Yeah.
And I said, since you're here,
second wife,
you enjoyed everything with me. You enjoyed his money. You enjoyed the D. Let me not use.
Yeah.
You enjoyed everything. We shared the nudity, so there's no need. You will have to work a whole day. I collected her phones. I seized everything. I said, I won't touch you. but you will work. I cannot suffer this alone. Do you understand? I told her I can't suffer this alone. Yes, he's my husband.
Your husband,
you will have to eat part of it. She was scared. I said, no, you don't have to be scared. Already have cameras in the house. I know my husband was helpless. If he had way to scream, he would have screamed. He just could not scream. She cooked that morning. She made breakfast. But before, there's something she did. She was taking off the diaper and was closing her nose. I'm like, oh, you don't know anything. Everything that she did, she doesn't know that it was on camera. Everything was recorded. By 7, I said, you can go. I still gave her money to go. I said, do you know the next day? I did it to the 4 of them for 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks stretch. I just one day.
One day one person comes, another day another person comes. Wow.
I did it to the 4 of them. And the 4 of them blocked him permanently on WhatsApp. They blocked him. My husband was up. I now played the whole
video for him to watch.
And said, look at what. So they can close their nose, but they can't close their nose to alert. He was helpless. He doesn't have a choice. He will watch it because at the early stages he was sitting one place. Isn't me he wants to chase around the house?
To collect the remote from you.
He cannot. I told him, you will watch it. Look at your girlfriend. Not even one is even irritated to clean him up. I'm like, oh, the same man you sleep with. They're irritated to clean him up.
Wow.
They're irritated to take off the diaper. And again, and that was, what's that her name? Not Bola. The other one. She was irritated to do anything. I'm like, she's feeling irritated, like, what is this? I'm like, oh, no. And I said, look at them. And this is what I will do until you get better. This is what I will do. But to God be the glory. He's doing fine now. He's moving around.
Can he speak?
This is recovering. What?
Can he speak?
Yeah, he's speaking.
Okay.
He affected his hand and his leg. But right now he's moving. He's just using a staff to move around.
Yeah.
His hand is back to normal now because I was like a gym instructor, even though we have another gym instructor that comes to the house.
Yeah.
The therapist that comes to connect everything.
Yeah.
But his hand is perfectly where you won't even know anything happen to him.
Yeah. Could you speak closer? Sorry, we're losing. Speak closer to your mouthpiece, please.
Okay, it's just I said he's doing very fine now. Like,
you have a physiotherapist for him?
Yeah, we have a physiotherapist that come to the house to do everything, even a gym instructor, and even myself, I still massage and do the little I can do with my small hands and all that. But thank God his hand is back to normal now. You won't even anything happen to him. It's just his leg. And even when you see him, you would think maybe he had an accident or he slipped. You won't even know he's even struck. He's doing perfectly well now. But today, he's still apologizing. But I'm happy I did that to them.
Do you have evening classes? You have like venue evening? Because I be hearing like women. No. I hear women say that their husband cheated, then they went to fight on the street with the side chick. I'm like, are you not? Haven't you been embarrassed enough?
Fight?
How'd you go fight? How'd you go confront?
I don't have the energy to fight. The only beating I could give my husband was what I did.
No, that thing you did was not. That was Auschwitz. That was.
A lot of people can call it movie and all that. This is real, and that is what I'm
psychologically. That was
number so that nobody can chase. Till today, none of even my husband said, "Do you know that they?" I said, "No, go back." I said, "The video is still in my house." I tell him, "Look at, they're afraid. They don't want to touch you because you have stroke." But when you were fine, you can send 200,000, you can send 300,000. Wow. But it's good anyway. My upkeep has increased again. Everything has increased. I have a new car now. My husband is now doing the good boy someone I knew when I was 17 years. Wow. Now he's not doing that good boy when he was then when we were younger. Everything is back to normal.
Look, nice meeting you.
I punished the
Thank you very much for sharing the story.
I have information about them. I have their location. One of them, I even remember, one of them was trying to say she would scream. I said, yeah, you will tell them how you got into my house. They made lunch, they made breakfast, they made dinner before they left my house.
Madam.
I made sure they even cleaned him up. If he wants to, I'll say, carry him. You have to carry him. So that they will know my husband has weight. They will know what I will carry after they leave.
Look, lady, you have Nigerian women want to thank you. And thank you very much.
I'm girl, Navy for that matter. You cannot come and suffer me now.
Oh yeah.
I wanted them to feel that chicken. We were eating chicken when chicken was good. Now that we want to drink garri, they have to drink it. If
Thank
you don't
you.
drink it, women need to know that there are ways to punish men. You don't have to go and fight on the street or make noise.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have him to the corner, he will bend to your taste.
Thank you.
If you want him to even go lower,